Well, folks, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the Hoppin' French Quarter at the Caesars Superdome. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. This one taken just inside the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Throwing on first down. Tyson. He finds his man. Complete. It's Cross. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. Back to throw. Tyson. And that is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle. Going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. They might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So opening drive 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield.
And his first carry, he loses the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
First down and much more for Henry. And down to the 28-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man open, that's Devontae Parker, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Well, this defense for the Saints, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Back to throw. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A first down carry for Henry, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. look to throw here. And he fires one, but incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very... And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Will Lutz on for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
And it looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. Now back to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett.
And, Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll look to throw. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Tyson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tyson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cross. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. So on trots the field goal unit. And wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big, and we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
And Henry gets the call there on first down as he pushes his way forward, a pickup of about 5. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Wide open receiver complete.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Titans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Second half begins with a run by Henry. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Henry again on second down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a two-score game, and they're probably...
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll run on first down. Cross. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cross. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have retaken the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down. He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And look at this, another fake. But he will not come anywhere close to the first down marker, and that gives us a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, Tyson. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cross. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, it's Cross. Room to run again. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From the 10. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 96 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
On play action, they'll throw. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. He'll look to throw. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Titans on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is third and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Tyson. And that's going to be incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog. Love the idea, love the concept.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. It's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll take this up to about the 7- or 8-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Looking to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Buda Baker with a pick. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now. There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need.
Picked up by Kevin Farley.
Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the 2nd half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coach.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off at the 33. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cross. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw
And he loses the football the 2nd time. It's picked up by the Titans. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Now for the point after. And the lead is down to 4. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a one-score game.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Looking to throw. Tyson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
On third down, Tyson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Saints are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
He's going deep for Brown, and that is incomplete. Now the coverage excellent there downfield, and it leads to a fourth down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here trying to preserve the lead. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. They'll run on first down. It's Cross, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll get them inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
170 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Tyson. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
From the 10.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
2nd down, they go again with Henry.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. On 1st down. Cross, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cross, and they'll get this down to the 10. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for New Orleans,
they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule.
And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they dropped just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.